First of all, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Amir RZ who won the giveaway on my last video. So basically what happened was I showed a clip of me playing Dirty Bomb where I had actually screwed up a challenge that I was trying to accomplish, and I let the community try to figure out what exactly that was, and the first winner would receive enough reds to purchase an unlocked weapon skin case. Well, I'm actually surprised at how many took part in the guessing game, and there were a lot of you who were so close and not actually entirely wrong, but I was looking for a very specific answer, and I don't think I properly described the situation or the type of answer that I was looking for, since most of the answers were, oh, you're just doing a defib challenge and accidentally swung your bat. And while that is correct, the answer I was looking for was why the bat swing would ruin the challenge, and it's not because it's a defib only challenge, which it kind of is, but it isn't really. But kind of is. But actually it will be revealed soon. It's going to be a series with at least a few videos in it and a montage of hilarious and awesome kills, revives, and escapes. Honestly, I'm having a ton of fun with this challenge, and even though on the surface it seems like I'm probably just trying to make a montage of defib only gameplay, it goes way deeper than that, and I think it should be very interesting. Hopefully it won't take too long. I've been at this for a couple weeks now, but I'm more than halfway done. Anyways, I just wanted to give a little quick update on that, but there's something else much more cool that I'd like to show you too, so check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the coolest thing that has ever appeared in my mailbox. This thing is actually so cool. If you don't know already, this is a 3D printed model of the Molotov grenade that the character Stoker uses in the video game Dirty Bomb. And I'm sure you know that if you're following my channel. It's a bit of a funny story as to how I actually came across this neat little thing, which I'm going to be using as a display piece and fill it with some glow in the dark or some ultraviolet reactive fluid. But first, let me tell you a little bit about this bad boy and how you can get your own. It was made by a Dirty Bomb community member you may have already heard of. His name is Andarne, which you might more commonly know him as, although he does go by Darny3D and occasionally Andrew. Anyways, he was showing off a couple Molotovs he had already made, one with a clear plastic canister and one with a yellow canister to simulate it being filled with fluid. Well, I wanted one right away after seeing it, but I had an idea about filling it up with a UV reactive fluid to really simulate the effect that it has in game. And after a few tests, Andarne got back to me with positive results, and I ended up buying it. So that's really cool. I've got a 1-to-1 real-life replica of Stoker's Molotov, and I can fill it with glowy fluid. The possibilities. The construction of the item itself is actually really well done too, so I've got to give Darny props for that. The Molotov itself is made of a PLA plastic filament, but the little clear canister here is made of a PET type of plastic, and the reason for that being that PLA absorbs water and degrades over time, but at least that's my understanding. Now, due to the nature of being 3D printed, there will always be little tiny imperfections, but for the most part, this thing is perfect. Like, it's really hard to actually find anything to complain about. The only thing I can really see is a little bit of this blotchiness on the bottom here, which you will never see anyway, so that's not going to be a problem. And what looks like a little bit of super glue at the top of the canister, which is really only there to help keep things watertight, so again, no worries. Now, I wouldn't want to try to break it just to see how strong it really is, but I'm not at all worried about damaging this thing when handling it, or even if I accidentally dropped it. The only thing I'll have to really be careful about is to not bend this little tag at the top. So I might super glue or melt the two ends here together. That way I don't have to worry about it falling off, but it really wouldn't unless I deliberately took it off. Just gets in the way when I'm unscrewing the cap. Which I'm very impressed at, by the way. Andrew was able to make screw threads for the cap on the 3D printer, and it works flawlessly. He warned me that I shouldn't try to screw it down too tightly since it obviously is just plastic. And while I am heeding that warning, I'm not really too worried either because it just feels like a good solid construction. I might add some Teflon or plumber's tape to the threads to further water seal it once I do fill it with some sort of fluid, but for now it's fine. Anyways, I purchased this from Darny's Etsy shop, which you can find a link to in the description of this video, which I implore you to check out because he's got a lot of cool stuff on there already and always seems to be adding more, especially after I've already bought something. He just keeps adding more cool stuff. And you can even contact him for a custom creation too if there's something not on his shop that you would like to have him make. Just send him a message and I'm sure he'll try his best to help you out. I also received this super cute chibi version of Sparks. Super cute, it's so cute. These were made by Zorla, whom I will also leave a link to in the description, because they have an Etsy shop too, which you should definitely check out and get yourself your own chibi. These were actually being given away on Zorla's YouTube channel, and even though I wanted a chance to enter, I also knew that I could afford to buy one, so, I mean, you guys should know me by now. I don't talk about it a lot, but Sparks is... Oh, Sparks is just... Sparks is fun to play, okay? I'm a bit obsessed. Maybe a bit too obsessed. I begged Andarne to make a 1-to-1 real-life replica of the Reviver, okay? Anyways, these things are pretty cool. Unfortunately, the giveaway is over now, but you can still purchase your own over on Zorla's shop. And like I said, they're pretty cool, so go check it out. And Zorla was so nice too. When I received mine, I was expecting the Chibi Sparks to be so cute, and it was. And she even threw in Sparks' med pack, which was super awesome. They're both hanging from the top corners of my PC case, which I would like to find a better spot for right now. I used to have my PC on my desk, as you can see it here. It was a nice little setup, but with the bigger monitors that I have now and liking elbow space on my desk, this is what I've got to work with right now. I do plan on upgrading to a sit-stand frame with a much longer tabletop. That way I will be able to put my PC up on there, but for now this is fine. The desk I have now has a stand for the PC anyway, so it works out. I did order a CDA keychain as well, but unfortunately that has not arrived yet, so I can't show it on video. Sorry guys. And while I still have your attention, hopefully, I did promise a content release of some brand new loadout cards, or at least some custom images that you can use to replace your current ones. I showed a set of Containment War proxy loadouts, and I've got a couple more single cards made, but I'd like to know what you guys would actually like to see. Basically what I'm doing is just taking some fan and official art and replacing the loadout images with my own, and the possibilities are pretty endless as long as you're creative. Actually, the very first loadout card I ever made was done on live stream, and everyone there voted on what I should do, and I ended up with this. A pretty funny take on Phoenix, the Jesus of Dirty Bomb, or should I say Dank Bomb, because Phoenix looks like he's ready to party. Phoenix Christ. Is this blasphemous? Yes. Is it hilarious? Absolutely. Worth a ticket to hell? If it exists? Yes. Probably. Probably not. I don't believe in hell, but if it does exist, this is the ticket, the reason why I go to hell. Worth it. I'm gonna be down there and there's gonna be like Mussolini, Adolf Hitler. Oh, what the hell's that guy's name? Who's the guy who killed Dimebag? Nathan Gale or something like that? Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm gonna be down there with all of them. They're all gonna be like, what are you in here for? I'll be like, I made a picture of this Dirty Bomb character named Phoenix, put his face on top of Jesus and kind of ran with it. Anyways, so just let me know what it be that you would like to see. Do you want to turn your Bronze Nader into an Obsidian? Which it won't actually be and only you can see. What about a Christmas Kira or a Halloween Phoenix? Fuck, I'm gonna have to make some new blank loadouts for the new special edition cards now. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, as always, take care, motherfucker!